From one of the most engaging and media-friendly coaches in the Big Ten, straight to another. Nebraska's Tim Miles next on the podium. Miles and the Huskers, bit of a step back and a disappointment a year ago. Now they move on without Terran Petaway, but Siobhan Shields returns, one of the Big Ten's most versatile players who averaged more than 15 points a game last year for Miles and the Huskers. Overall, Nebraska finished just 13-18 last year, losing in the first round of the Big Ten tournament. Here is Husker head coach Tim Miles.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Thank you, Coach.
You're welcome.
That
was decent, right?
Good.
Decent, not bad,
good.
not bad.
With that, we'll open up for questions.
That's good. Just one at a time here.
Let's go back right.
Coach, you have a couple Chicago kids on your roster, Glenn Watson and Ed Morrow. I know they're freshmen, but what do you expect out of them this year, and what do they mean to your team?
Well, because we only have 4 returners, I think they're very important to what we're doing. Ed is a kid from Simeon that's been played at a very high level in high school and is with his AU program. So I think that he'll be ready to go in and compete in the Big Ten. And Glenn is a guy that led his team to the state championship with Jordan Ash, who's at Northwestern. And when you look at Glenn, he's a playmaking guard. And I'm really excited about his future with us.
Third row on the aisle.
Coach, we've talked a lot already about the rule changes in basketball this year, and I wonder, not specifically about the changes, but about the overall flow to the game. It seemed like that is some of the intent with some of the changes. Do you feel, looking back on maybe the last couple of years, that the game needs to just overall speed up and have a better flow, maybe especially toward the end?
Well, I've been an NAI coach, a Division II coach, and about every level you can imagine in Division I. And, you know, the best games are always the most physical games. So, for whatever reason, the 2 most talented teams, you know, are highly charged, very athletic, and willing to do battle. So, you know, the rules changes are interesting to me. I think that, you know, in the NIT, you saw some numbers where scoring went up, but not necessarily because of the clock, because of the charge line with the fouls. I'm not sure I love the no timeout deal, and you know, there's some of the timeout stuff I like if it's within a certain amount of time of a media break, it counts as the media break. But at the same time, you know, the no live ball thing, you know, it's kind of our livelihood at stake, and so I think I'd prefer to have that control. But at the same time, I understand, you know, we need to have our guys ready to go. So. And the hands-off stuff has been, you know, the freedom of movement is what they've been working on. And, you know, I don't know if you've got to either, you know, tighten it up with the officials or make it a bigger court. And I don't think they're going to make the court any bigger. You guys are kind of a ho-hum group, by the way. Just
4th row on the aisle on the right, and then same on the left.
I mean, there's more light in here than there was at the high. Is that true? Can I get some acknowledgement on that, please? Yeah, nodding. This is not church. Like, Mike, how are you? Well, I'm not good. I'm only more upset. Beeline is only more upset than I am about this whole thing with the Cubs. I mean, congratulations to Chicago, but I mean, odds are, it's like us putting one in play. Yes.
Coach, to what extent do you expect Siobhan Shields to carry your team this year?
I don't know where that came from, but I will tell you this. Thanks, brother. Siobhan Shields is a really good player, and I believe the Big Ten Network had him as underrated, and deservedly so. He is, I think he's got a chance to be an NBA player. I think that he is going to score a whole bunch for us. I think as he improves his outside shot, he's only going to get better and better. He had, well, our entire team hadn't, I think I'd probably deem it as horrific. Year last year from the 3-point line, and so I would expect him to get better.
Coach, left-hand side on the aisle.
Speaking of Shields, he was able to go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame during the summer and watch his dad get inducted. Did he express what that meant to him, to you, and then what did you think when you were watching that?
Well, I thought it was, you know, Siobhan and I talked about it in the middle of the summer, you know, about making time for it, and that's just such a neat moment for the whole family. I mean, there's such a small group of people that make the NFL Hall of Fame, and to, have your dad in that has got to be an amazing thing. And for Siobhan to be there and participate with his family and get a chance to speak on his dad's behalf the night before, I think was just one of those incredible moments in life you'll never forget. And in fact, in the elevator last night, we talked about the autograph seekers and who's going to be getting autographs, this, that, and the other thing. And he says, Coach, man, Canton is crazy. They even wanted my autograph, not mine, his. But it's just one of those things that I think it's a part of those moments you'll never forget. But there's not a better representative of college athletes or whatever it is than Will Shields. He's a great dad. He's a great father. He's a great husband. He's just, so supportive. And it would be easy to pressure a kid, and he never does. He's just a supportive person, and you could see that's the way he was too in his speech. That it was unassuming. It was I'm honored to be here, and that's Will Shields, and that's what Siobhan's like too. Siobhan's a first-team academic All-American. The fact that he's not considered one of the 10 best players in our league is a surprise to me, but at the same time, he's fine with that. He's just going to go, like his dad, go out and do his job, and you're going to be surprised how good it's going to be.
Time for one more question.
Better be a good one. Reed? Oh, we just interviewed last week, didn't we?
All right, seeing no more questions. Thanks, Coach. Good luck this year.